Hi guys, Cheyenne O'Bray here. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to my pre-party. If you guys are tuning in, March 9th, 2020, I am super excited to be celebrating the biggest, the brightest, and the most badass supermoon of the year. It's pretty exciting, especially that it just so happens to be falling in the Zodiac sign of Virgo, and I'm a Virgo here, and so the fascination and intrigue has definitely built up over the past week of finding out that, not only is it going to be the brightest and the biggest, but it's also falling in my Zodiac sign, and it's actually been a really empowering time of learning a lot, and I'm really excited to get to share. I actually spent some time out last night and enjoyed just the pre-show that she put on, and the moon just so beautiful and so bright and so illuminating. And I've also found out that this not only is just a moon in Virgo, not just a moon, a super worm moon, the biggest and the brightest in Virgo, but it also stands for liberation. And I thought this was so beautiful because for any of you that have tuned into my channel and participated in the 7-day challenge that I just hosted, 7-day challenge to access self-mastery through 7 essential vital keys, and the 6th key was actually standing in or journeying with fierce liberation. And so I think it all beautifully ties together, and I'm really just fascinated by this part in my awakening journey, and it's just been a really empowering, amazing time. And I actually got some amazing photos tonight, or last night, should I say, of the pre-show that the sun was going down and the moon was just out bright, and the sun setting and all the beautiful colors lighting up in the sky and just kind of really illuminating the moon even more. And the kids really got a kick out of getting to see the sun and the moon in the sky at the same time. And I'm super excited for spring and all the goals that I've set out, and excited for the business to be launching here in the next 2 weeks. My goal for launch date is March 17th, so it's coming up real soon, and I'm excited to be sharing this journey with you. So today I'm going to share 7 astrological influences you should know about the supermoon in Virgo. But first I want to share 2 really cherished memories that I have. I was thinking earlier this evening when I was out just kind of doing some moon gazing and stargazing about a memory that came to my heart that I really cherish, and that was when my brother and I used to go outside and lay on the trampoline and look up into the night sky and look for those shooting stars in the 70-degree warm summer, Arizona night warmth. I don't know. You don't get that so much in Washington, but just a lot of cherished memories. I remember Jurassic Park being really big at that time in our childhood, and he was super fascinated because he's like, look, Cheyenne, you could see a dinosaur silhouette in the moon. And still to this day, when I look up into the moon, I see that dinosaur. And some people see it, some people don't, but I cherish it, and really just it reminds me of my brother. And so I'm quite fond of the moon and have been since a child. And even going back before that, my mom had shared a story about her dad, whom she was quite fond of, and he would take her out as a young child and tell her, reach for the moon, Barb, you can have whatever you want. And she would literally throw a fit because she couldn't get the moon down, and he thought it was the funniest thing ever. But I think it's a beautiful message. We really do need to dream big, and we need to set our vision on our highest potential, and not to sell ourselves short or shoot short I guess, in a sense. So it's been an amazing journey for me thus far, and I just love the timing, and the fascination is building the more I grasp the awareness of just how much astronomy really ties into our energy and the things, you know, that are all connected in divinity. And so I'm really excited to get to share a little bit with you. Virgo brings the energy to the party. Virgo expresses through the element of earth. This means she's grounded, she's rooted here on Earth, and like all Earth signs, is one of the Master Manifestors of the Zodiac, which is really cool. I didn't know that before. This fast-paced, efficient, and hyper-organized Zodiac sign pretty much sums me up if you know me personally. Virgo brings order and clarity upon a sea of chaos. Super full moon and its astrological influence over us. The moon represents feminine energy and our deepest personal desires. Many people find themselves with very intense emotions during super full moons, which isn't surprising. The full moon is deeply and intimately connected with our mind and our thoughts, and this kind of ties in what I was going with earlier, you know, or what I was trying to get across is we all really are divinely connected, and the universe as a whole, the source, and, you know, astronomy and astrology, it all ties in, and it really is really key to mastering mindfulness and mastering your higher self and accessing those higher dimensions is to be really aware of what's going on and being able to be like, oh, you know, I'm feeling extra agitated. Oh, the supermoon, that's why. It's interesting because people often will feel extra agitated or frustrated during the full moons, and there's a lot that goes into that. And so later on, after I share the 7 astrological influences you should know about the supermoon in Virgo, I'm also going to share some moon meditation tips. And so if you guys hang in that long, it's a little bit fascinating, and I'm actually going to be doing my first moon meditation tomorrow night, and I'm very excited about that because I definitely have some releasing and cleansing that I need to do. So I'll go ahead and start with number 1. All negative or spiritual divine intervention. This is the first thing that you guys really need to know. All negative patterns, fears, anxieties, blocks, all the negative conditioning and programming. The source emotional wounds are being triggered. Things are surfacing so the divine source can work within you to help you integrate and heal. And so that's, you know, the first thing that we really need to be aware about with this full moon is, you know, we're going to be going through a divine intervention. And, you know, for those of you that have ever had to take somebody into an intervention or be a part of an intervention, it's normally not that beautiful of a thing, but we need to really view this as a liberating experience and embrace it for what it is. You will begin to see clarity and truth. The ascension process is helping you break free, stand in fierce liberation, and shine your torch. Number 2, your spiritual gifts are being fine-tuned. You are beginning to journey in a new dimension. You are connecting with the divine and receiving a higher dimensional source energy. Life will be shifting you in a new, enriching direction that will align with you and utilize your gift to shine the light for others. Things that weigh down your new potential will be removed, and this is something that we may not necessarily want to embrace. You know, it's always hard to have a separation period from our loved ones, and I talked about this actually in Balancing Your Spirit Tribe and that 7-day challenge. You know, sometimes the universe will remove certain people and certain things in our life during different stages of our growth, and we need to embrace and trust that, not chase the people that the universe is removing for us. Things that weigh down your new potential will be removed. Parallel new big opportunities that excite you and resonate with you might be causing you to feel hesitation and insecurities of fear that it might be too premature. The truth will be so clear with illuminating supermoon. Follow your intuition. Your fear is purging as we speak, and this is huge for me because I have been giving myself a million reasons why I shouldn't move forward with this business idea that both my twin flame and I came up with. He was more the mastermind behind it, but I'm super passionate about it, and it is something that is really going to help me along my journey in embracing my sexuality and just sharing this amazing business and what it entails. And so I am going to chase that dream, and I am going to make it happen. And it's easy to get caught in, you know, the feelings of fear and insecurities. What if it doesn't work out? What if it's too premature? I don't really know what I'm doing. But there's nothing more empowering and more rewarding than just riding that wave of life and trusting in the universe and the divine timing, and really paying attention to your intuitions and following what those intuitions are telling you. And so I can't stress that enough in this time right now. I definitely feel like these messages are very powerful, and I don't think I shared earlier a lot of this. I'm actually sharing Victor Otto shared 5 or 6, I think he shared 6 things you should know about the supermoon, and I'm kind of tying everything together and adding in a little bit of what all I've researched and discovered in regards to this supermoon, the superworm moon. Number 3, life balance, more joy and peace. Trust that everything is connected and happening in perfect divine timing. The experience may be painful and chaotic. You will be reevaluating your environment, from everything entailing to how you have your home decorated to how you select the people in your spirit tribe you share time in your life with right now. Everything from how you manage your stress to questioning who you are, what you want to do in life, and who you want to do it with. Number 4, time to cleanse and detox. This is always an important part. You will be given unique vantage points that will allow you to gain insight, that will help you make adjustments to free up energy and create more space, that will allow you to be authentically present in your impermanent now with pure joy, abundance, and appreciation. This cleanse will bring about the strong desire to declutter your mess, both materialistically and in your relationships. Energy, emotions, and patterns that no longer serve you will be destroyed from your soul. And I love this because it really is key to allow yourself to be free from the chains of conformity and, you know, the shit that people said to us, you know, that isn't who we are and isn't our story, and those negative thoughts that we've taken on about ourselves that don't serve us or our higher purpose. And I really feel like, you know, detoxing and cleansing is key, and that's what this supermoon is doing for us. So we really need to just spend some time in celebration, because the Virgo supermoon is making it happen. Number 5, forgive yourself. Let go of the guilt and fear of your inability to let go of your fear and your guilt and the inability to accomplish what you wanted to in the past. Find peace in knowing you did the best with what you had. And I really think back, and you know, there's so much that I would have gone back and done differently, but I know that all those life lessons that I was learning during that time was coming at the right timing for when I was ready. And I really did, you know, I did act in the best way that I knew with what I had. And I have to just find peace in that. We all have to find peace in letting go of our past and the things that we wish that we could have, you know, maybe changed, and just finding, you know, comfort in knowing that everything happens in its own divine timing and it's in its own perfect way. You know, people come into our lives. We either are there to teach them, or they teach us, or, you know, we're learning the lessons together, but it all happens for a divine purpose. And just learning how to let go and not control the future outcome, or allow our, you know, our story from our familiar past to continue playing. I really believe cutting those chains and breaking free really is key to, you know, ascension. So really go within and start thinking about a lot of that stuff. Number 6, Break free from the chains and ball of conformality. What do you know about that? And stand fierce in your own liberation and freedom. As the fear purges at the rate that you will allow it to exit, you will be able to experience that freedom and liberation to do what you want to do in life and be who you want to be. You no longer have to have your light dimmed from fear. Shine your liberating torch bright. And I just keep thinking of, you know, the Liberty Torch and Mother Liberty, I think, is what I don't know why I drew a blank there, but you really do have to stand fierce in your own power, and you really do have to, key number 7, and number 7 here, love yourself fiercely, you know, fiercefully love yourself. And I'm actually going to leave a link to that 7-day challenge on my YouTube channel, or you guys can scroll down to the other videos that I have uploaded, because I really feel like this is key. We really need to stand in our own power of self-love, and through that we will have the most freeing, liberating feeling. And we can't access self-mastery without that self-love. It really is vital and a necessary thing for us to embrace, is that self-love. And so I cannot emphasize that enough, you guys. I definitely highly encourage you to do shadow work if you have yet, and I'll also leave another link in the description of not only my blog post on doing shadow work, but also a blog post just for this super moon and some horoscope readings that I found that were really intriguing, and a little brief overview of what this super moon is going to be bringing, that I just shared with you, the 7 influences that we're going to be receiving. And now I want to talk to you guys about what I'm really excited to get to do tomorrow for the first time, and that is moon meditation. Full moon meditation is a great way to harness the power of nature in order to heal your own body, mind, and soul. And here's a moon mantra that I thought was really fitting and perfect, because it has to do with Earth, and being a Virgo and knowing that I'm an Earth sign, this really just fits perfect, especially because this moon does come in the Virgo Zodiac. So, moon mantra: I am held and supported by the Earth. It is safe for me to change and grow into the highest possible version of myself. And I truly love this, and it just really resonated with me. I really thought it would be a great thing to get to share with you. The full moon is a special time for those on their spiritual journey to spend time meditating and bringing intense cleansing and healing. And I strongly encourage you guys to go out tonight and, you know, find a comfortable spot, maybe even set it up ahead of time. And even if you need to, take out your cellular device and find, I can even look it up, and I will, and put some link that I find the most fitting for a moon meditation, guided meditation, because I found for my meditating, having that guided meditation really helps me, and it allows me to come back to when my mind wanders, to spend a moment with it and acknowledge it, but then to come back to where I need to be in my mindset for the meditation. And I encourage you just to get in that lotus position with your palms up and your fingers touching, and spend some time within before, you know, of thinking, you know, the things that you need to release, but not trying to control it. I struggle with meditation because my mind wanders so easily, and it's hard to always bring myself back to where I need to be, but I definitely feel like spending time in meditation is such a cleansing, detoxing experience. And I strongly encourage you to go out in the middle of the night tonight and go barefoot and spend some time grounding to that energy of the full moon, the brightest, the most badass, and the most illuminating and the biggest moon of the year. This is huge, guys. You guys have to embrace this and go within and spend time understanding, you know, the energy updates that you're receiving, and I even found myself going, oh, okay, that's why I feel the need to like redecorate my living room and get my office space ready. I really want to have that environment where I can thrive and I feel um, so comfortable that I can easily access that flow state, especially, you know, starting a business. I feel it's key in being able to be the most productive. So spend time going within. I'm also super excited. I'm going to share in the link that video that Victor Otto shared. He said something about doing a retreat, and I followed him actually since I first met my twin flame 7 months ago, and he's been a huge part of my awakening journey. And he is doing a retreat in Sedona, Arizona in June, and I feel this divine desire to figure out a way to make it down there and participate in that. And you know, we really just have to continue to set those visions and those dreams and align ourselves in the path that is going to bring us closest and continue to help us grow. So thank you for joining me for the pre-party. Share with me, guys, how your moon meditation went and the feelings that you're experiencing during this full moon, and how you're embracing it and taking, you know, these influences that this supermoon is bringing and what you're doing with it. If you guys enjoyed this, please like and subscribe and share. Until next time, namaste.